OMG, OMG, is my mic working? Yay. I know, Haunted Woods, Gamer Dad, you've probably got better recall than I do on some of them. Some of them I know very, very well. But hello, everybody. Welcome back to the gym. I know I skipped Hinge push last week because everything is great. I don't know if you can tell by my body language and tone that I'm 1,000%, maybe 10,000% less stressed. But as of Friday, I'm no longer at Performance in Louisville anymore, which ended super, super well. I love that place. If you're local to this area and need a great gym, please work there. They've been awesome. I was there for 3 years, but I'd kind of had my foot out the door a little bit for 6 months. I just sort of had reached my cap for what I wanted to work on and grow with there. And if I was, there's plenty of opportunities at that business to be fully invested there and make a really good living, but I see potential for myself here with all of you, doing my weird internet shit as I stand menacingly with my scissors because I need them for something and I'm fussy. And this is the reality. So I'm fully remote with a couple people in person coming here, or that I'll be meeting at gyms to work out with together and write programming for. So honestly, it was the thing that needed to go, and I'm really sad that it happened a little sooner than I expected, but it was all totally happy and amicable, and I really love that place. So you'll still see me in lots of performance merch and lots of guest stars from there as well. And I don't know, I don't think I've felt this good in a long time. So yay, mic working. I know, I saw mic working and I went, is it? Is it not? Zia, hello, good stuff. Yeah, it's been like a whole week. But yeah, so got started on a couple things in here. I will say, it was I'm a very emotional person. I'm still learning to handle my emotions. So it was an emotional transition just because transitions are hard, not because anything was bad. Let me know how the lighting is too while I think about it. I have the window slightly cracked because it is really nice out. This music is so funny with me being let me have a sincere talk. Whatever, I don't care. I like a good, I like Fallout. It's my favorite thing. So I like a good juxtaposition. But yeah, so first thing I did on Friday, well, after getting my hair done, is I decided to get the rack of dumbbells in here that I've been wanting. So that'll get delivered probably sometime in the next, in the next 10 days. And I got an Aerodyne bike, and I'm giving up on the treadmill that is just off camera because it was going to be a $600 or $700 replacement part, and I already paid $200 on a maintenance visit, and they were able to give me a $200 discount. They applied that towards my purchases at Shellers, so thank you, Shellers, sponsor me. But yeah, sounds good level, excellent. Night Templar, hello. But yes, Gamer Dad, so glad you're here. Love that you love Diddy Kong Racing, great. And I do have these scissors for a reason, I promise. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's been going on. Aside from I've just been rewatching the Bad Bunny halftime show and crying. It's so great. We're gonna be in a Bad Bunny year. It's already been a Bad Bunny 5 years, I know that. But oh, the other things that have been going on, you probably can't see it super well, but I posted a reel of me doing on Instagram. I'm trying to be a little more active on Instagram. Why not? So I have the outline for our blood splatter. Night Templar, are you coming over so you can, so I don't have to use this red paint I bought? But the first thing I'm gonna do, I got this nice red duct tape, and I'm gonna patch up this bench that I got for free from Performance that they were getting rid of ages ago. While we listen to the final round music. Podgy, hello. Okay, now Podge. Hello, I love this transformation. What's up, buddy? It's gonna be great. Yes, I hope you're doing well too. Lots of transitions for both of us, in very different ways, very significantly different ways this last year, but good stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna do that thing where I just throw this off camera. Don't judge me. I hope you're having a good day. Thanks for saying hi. Oh, okay, disassemble to reassemble the broken non-electric treadmill for a friend. Okay. Crawls is in? Who's Crawls? What's happening, Squidward? Squid, you're okay today. Cash said you're all right. Okay, let me get this all taped up. I grabbed a couple new toys aside from the dumbbells and the Aerodyne. I have these nice handle bands too. That one's just up because I was filming a demo with it. They weren't super expensive, but they have a really nice, the way the resistance feels. I don't know, I can't remember what fucking brand they are. They're Smart Guard. TM! Sounds too close to Heart Guard. I'm gonna just think it's a dog supplement. All right, I have no plan for this, so we'll just see how this goes. Mostly I figured I would just do myself a little bit of a favor by having scissors so I don't have to tear the duct tape. It tears the duct tape slowly. I want you kind of flat. I want you flat. I will make you flat for me. It's not gonna be perfect, but this was free and it's a nice bench. You know, these things are like 350 bucks new, plus for a good one. Don't stick to yourself tape. That's not how we're starting out here. That's not how this is gonna go. God damn it. Let go, motherfucker. But yeah, I'm feeling really good, guys. Like, I didn't think that was gonna be a thing for a while. Again, I don't mean to be like, I left Performance and now I feel great. Like, no, it's not because of them or in any way. That place is great. It's just, it was the thing that needed to go. And I dragged my feet a little bit. That's my only regret. I should have I should have seen the writing on the walls a little sooner. They maybe would have, they would not have noticed so much that I was like, yeah, yo, I'm gonna go do a bunch of online stuff and like stream all the time. That's definitely where most of my energy is going. Not to say that I wasn't doing a good job. I worked very hard, but you know, it's their business. And I'm an independent contractor, so it's all good. But there were some days where I was driving 2 hours here and back because I would go twice a day because a lot of the business there is before and after work for clients, which meant 2 trips a day, which would take about an hour each time, you know, 30 minutes there and back, basically, you know, with getting parked and getting out. Sometimes it was only 20, but we'll round up and say an hour, you know, to make $100 or less, because I really love my clients there and they're, you know, I love the other coaches there too. So I'm like gonna be fine. Yes, also I'm probably, now I woke up at 8. I'm really letting myself sleep in. I got a plan. I'm really letting myself sleep in good for a couple days. Also because I'm kind of trying to shift my sleep schedule a little bit so that you can see me with the Plague Pals more. Molten Roses, hello. Hi. How's it going? I love that name. 8 a.m. Whatever. I'm a 9 hours of sleep a night person for sure. That is like, that makes me very, very happy. Even if I'm not like fully asleep that whole time, I need 9 hours to get asleep, to get my full 8, and to actually like wake up when I'm rested. It just gives me a little flexibility, you know? My therapist has been very helpful about that. It was because when I started at Performance, I don't usually complain about people, and she was like a nice person, but this was just insane to me. I'll give you a little bit of client dirt, just a tiny bit. So I had a client, super nice person. She was like one of my first, I think she was my second client, first one that I had a consult with. And she wanted to come in and train for 30 minutes at 5 a.m. or 5:30, depending on the day. And she would frequently text me after 10 p.m. the day before her workout, asking if she could come in earlier. And I was like, no. Later, sure, that's a conversation I'll have any day. But I was like, you know, I'm already asleep because I'm gonna see you in like 6 hours. So no, we can't do earlier. What is this world? Of course, yeah, Molten Roses, I like your name a lot. Does it have a cool story? And are you a fitness person or are you a nerd or both? Because even people who don't game are usually nerds about their fitness stuff. But let me know if you have any questions. Obviously, fun little community in here. I need my 14 hours. Hey, I really thrive. I'm spoiled now. I know this, okay? I'm gonna recognize my privilege and try to use it for good, all right? And most of us benefit if I'm well rested, let's be real. This is a good thing for all of us. I thrive best with like 9 hours of sleep and 6 hours of work a day. Yeah, because in those 6 hours, we get fucking hella done. Like we're not out here to, and that's 6 hours I would say of work. And then that includes 3 to 6 hours on top of that of chores and running around and taking care of stuff. Because that stuff doesn't count to me. It does. Like, I mean, domestic labor counts. Like, let me make that very clear. But for how I think, it's like for me, it's usually a break from work to go like do the dishes, and I've got a podcast on or whatever. And I'm like folding clothes and petting the cats. Like it's not mentally taxing. It's usually, it's a break and I don't mind doing it. Again, because I don't have to do it because I'm in a good cooperative partnership. But it also is like a nice way to support Marlon, who is now the one who has to go out into the world to work. Because I don't have to do that. I'm all about fitness taco down my gullet. Ew. Oh my God. Squidward, I'll add that thong to the collection of thongs already on the roof. Thank you for making our decor. I want to have I want it to spell out something cute by the time we hit Pride. What did I eat today? Now that you're talking about tacos, I had a big bowl of the Trader Joe's Raisin Bran, whatever. It's okay. Raisin Bran Crunch is a lot more elite. There's a lot more sugar in it and probably more salt. It's just like better. But this one is very high fiber and it's like, okay. It's good crunch. It's good crunch. I think this is looking okay too. I'll do a little top coat on it. Top coat, you know what I mean. Multiple, yes. You know, if we're gonna do the Squidward roof thong decor just right, we gotta commit. You know what I always say. Anything worth doing is worth doing right. Right, Squidward? All right. And I promise I will work out at some point today. We're not just gonna be upgrading stuff, but this is also part of the transition of this space is checking in on and taking a look at our equipment and options and how the branding all comes together. I changed around a couple things in my programming too while I'm thinking about it. I was gonna do barbell hip thrusts on my day 2, but I was thinking about doing it and I was like, I don't wanna do barbell hip thrusts because this bench is super, super nice, but it pushes into my low back quite a bit. Like I have to really pad it for any significant weight. And I was like, well, I'll do them light and I'll do them with a band. And I was just like, no. So I swapped around a couple things because that's a valid reason to not do an exercise in a lot of cases. Like unless you have like a medical reason to have to do something, which is pretty unusual. And even then it's still your choice. You don't have to do what your PT tells you. I recommend doing it because it's usually really good, but you know, you don't have to. But I'm a big believer in like, I don't fucking feel like doing that is like a, you know, no is a full sentence kind of shit. Also, Soraya. Good morning. Well now, you know I'm out here making sure that I'm the toughest little ass in all of Heaven Burns Red just for you. Okay, I think this is like pretty solid. Tempted to do, I got one little corner piece I gotta do and then I'll pop a couple more top layers over just to flatten out that edge. Soraya, how's your day going? It's good to see you. Squidward says yes, good. Squidward's all in on the decor plan. I love this, good. Come on, baby. Come on, pull down flat for mama. It's gonna get weird if I'm relaxed. Oh yeah, that's nice you have an outdoor storage space. I know I've got to get stuff moved around in here since I'll have a couple clients coming here. And also it's just gonna expand anyway. And I did reach out to speaking of roofs, I know someone awesome who helped repair our roof when the tree fell on it, who I just consider like a friend now, and also somebody I would utilize for professional services. She's very good. She's gonna come help us finish the shed. We just need somebody who knows what they're doing to help us make a couple choices to get it finished out. Not the same situation as last year where it was just like beyond saving. This one just needs a little help. Working out, yes. Eventually, after I repair this bench I got for free with a couple more rounds of duct tape. You know, it's not gonna get used by like 40 people a day for 15 years or however long they had it. So I think, because they had it duct taped too, I just pulled it off because the duct tape was starting to do that thing where it like peels up a little bit, you know? But I think this will be a pretty decent repair job for me. All right, I'm gonna just put two more full strips. And yeah, good color scheme. And yeah, we may do a little painting today. We'll see. Because I want to get that going. I might save it for another day depending on timing. I want to jump into the functional kettlebell training live class today. I missed the first 2 weeks, but it's a course I've already taken and I was still working. I'm still working. This is one of the first times where I've like left a job or lost a job or whatever you want to call it. And am just like working the same amount and like making more money because I have a little more flexibility and don't have to pay a commission. And again, super great deal to work there for a long time. And if you work there a ton, you make a lot of money, but still like making it for myself now. I'm just ready. I'm an independent bee. Also, you know, I really think like having to manage me for 3 years is enough of a punishment. As cooperative as I am and helpful, I know what I'm like. I know, getting freedom. Yeah, it's not it's very much a left a job. Because I still do the same job, just in like a different way. So, okay, that was pretty good. It's very bright. I think that's fine. All right, let's get warmed up. And everybody keeps telling me about your day. Oh, I forgot my water. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be a responsible adult and I'm gonna go throw this out like a normal person who cleans up after themselves and go get my water bottle. You'll still be able to hear me. Ha ha ha, lucky you. Lucky everybody in chat. Water bottle. Fill the water bottle. Okay, I'm gonna bring Zeke in to say hi one time. Come on, Zeke. Oh my God, my favorite song. We'll dance with Zeke for a second. Boo. He was like, don't grab my head, that's confusing. Wait, Zeke, give me your feet, sit, shake, shake, there you go. You gonna dance? No. He's very worried about that. He's very worried. You're a good boy, I'm sorry. Zeke, do you say woo woo before you go? Woo woo? Sneeze, that's good. Your sneezing is good. Oh, whoop. Oh, whoop. Oh my God. I don't know if you notice the dog sneeze when this is like laughing. Zeke, oh, whoop. Oh, whoop. Oh, whoop. Oh, whoop. Good boy. Do you say woo? Woo? Whoa. Good boy. There's so much dog hair in the gym now. That's good. Okay, good. Go on, go lay down. I love you. I'll catch you in a minute. Good boy, good boy. He's so cute. Good boy. I'll see you in a minute. We'll go for a walk later, okay? Uh-oh, I said the W word. He's so good. He's so cute. All right. Honestly, I got like pretty warmed up before I was out here doing my CPR recertification. 2 minutes of CPR is really hard work, just for the record. I was just doing it with my phone on the couch. Oh, I love Dark Moon Cavern so much. So great. I don't have a hair tie. I don't know if I'll need one. That'd be the last thing I forgot that I should maybe go grab, but we got water. We're gonna be fine. And I have my like in-between shoes on. These are like the CrossFit series from Noble. So they're a little bit of arch support as opposed to like their regular trainers that I wear that are my black shoes that are very flat. But I'm like kind of, I can keep these on to deadlift and it doesn't feel weird as opposed to my running shoes where it feels dumb. But we'll be good on those today. My feet are feeling a lot better, but they're not, this is like a common thing. I feel like with anything PT related is like the number of times I hear someone be like, oh yeah, we're fixed forever. I feel good again for like a day. And I'm like, you wait 2 weeks. And if you still feel good, because usually when you think you're fully healed, you're at 90 and you're just like right there. So I'll get back to, there'll be some more barefoot stuff this summer, more barefoot shoes, but also running shoes as needed for certain stuff, especially if I'm gonna be like jumping. And I'll do some, that was the thing I was gonna say about barbell hip thrusts is that I'll grab some boxes at some point. I like those, they've got like a foam in them that's a really high density foam because you can use them for box jumps, but you also can use them as your back pad for hip thrusts. And you can do step-ups on them and stuff too. So I'll look at some wooden boxes and also some of the, whatever those are. They've got like something high density in them. We had a whole set of them at Performance, which is really nice. The floor is really dirty in here. I really hope you can't tell. Okay. Yeah, dude. Oh, at least it's finally getting nice out. Like it's taken so long. I'm gonna foam all my quads too, I keep forgetting. Yes, how often did you run? Do you run usually when the weather's nice? I can't remember. I know, I'm like committed to the non-running life for a while since I've officially given up on trying to fix that treadmill, but I'll be on the Airdyne and walking a lot. And I did get a Planet Fitness Black membership so that I can bounce around with friends and with clients and use their cardio equipment mostly. And get better with the Smith machine, because I actually haven't really used the Smith machine. I get the premise, I just haven't used it a lot, so it's like I'm very sensory around that. I could probably instruct someone how to use one, but it won't hurt bad the next day. It's the second day that kills you. We also, I think we need to I know this is a big thing. Yeah, usually it's the 48 to 72 hours where people experience the worst DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness, but I also think we need to, at least collectively, if not individually, because some people really like being sore and some things are gonna make us sore even if we're not into it sometimes, and that is not necessarily a bad thing, but pursuing soreness as an indicator of success in training, because it's actually not it. It can mean you did new things. It can mean you overdid things. It can mean, it can mean you're pushing too hard. It can also be totally normal and fine depending on who you are and how you recover. But typically I don't like to see a lot of soreness, a little bit, but I want you to warm up out of it really fast. Like stand up, feel a little stiff, and then immediately go about your day and be like, oh, I feel fine. All right. And I did get some contacts, but I don't have them in. I don't feel like wearing my glasses, so we'll find out. Yeah, but Cash, this is what I'm talking about, is that as an expert in this category, how sore you are is an indication of how correctly you might be going around your training, and it is actually not an indication of effort. This is the kind of thing I'm saying we need to move away from. Like, if you're not sore, you're not trying hard enough, absolute fucking bullshit. If people like it, that's fine, but doesn't mean you're not working hard, and it doesn't mean you're not gonna see really great results. So that's what I mean, just to clarify. Some people love it, but I think we've been conditioned partially too to think that that's exactly what we should be doing. That if you're not sore, nothing happened, or if you're not crawling out of the gym, you haven't worked hard enough. And there's a lot of different intention and a lot of different goals, a lot of different ways to go about it. And especially with like a normal person like myself, I'm not, a high-end athlete. You don't want to be too sore, actually, typically. Individual desires and preferences always win out for me. But if I'm giving somebody advice, which I get to do here at least, thank you, Kaylin, I know, appreciate it. You don't have to say that. You can just say hi. Yeah, if you're, again, I'm just really, I see this happen a lot. The reason that I'm kind of coming down a little hard, be mindful with that soreness is because I see a lot of people go, oh, this must not be working, I'm not sore enough. And it's like, there's different ways to trust the process and engage with it. So, and that usually is, especially when people are already at high stress, maybe not eating in a way that's supportive of recovery, not sleeping well, not hydrating well, have room for improvement. Why would we put your body under more stress by having it be super fucking sore, Yeah. Okay, world's greatest stretch, iso hold, overhead reach, drop down, and then we'll hit our primers and our deadlifts. It'll be good. These always feel really, really good if they're an accessible movement for you. A lot of good stuff. Again, keeping that hand in front of this toe, not in line, so you've got a nice window for movement. Oh man, this song is so intense. All right. Good stuff, folks. Good stuff. Squints at my... Do I need my mat for something? Yeah, later. I'll use it to just flap all the dog hair out of here for a second. It's the Diddy Kong Racing soundtrack. It's like the best video game OST of all time. Tailscan! Felt good, yes. World's greatest stretch, good shit. I added in some root elevated hip flexor stretching because my hips are happy again and it just felt like a good time to stretch while I was talking. Tailscan, hello. I know, Diddy Kong Racing, same. Oh my God, Podge, yes. Who was here earlier talking about that? Sorry, I'm like, because I've got a dad life gaming, so I don't want to confuse with gamer dad. Sorry, gamer dad. Talking about replaying. Yes, we love that. Sorry. I didn't get everything set up. We still have, we have our 64, so we can set it up, which is great. This is great. Where are the soup cans? I think, actually, maybe we'll need soup cans today, now that you mention it. They went back to the kitchen also because Marlon went to make tomato soup and grilled cheese sandwiches the other day when I wasn't here and was like, oh no, we don't have tomato soup because it was in the gym. I know, he was so sad. I was like, oh, this is a new situation. This is a new thing. All right, I'm doing 3x10 for these two goblet squats and TRX rows. I'm just gonna do my rows first because I'm here, don't worry about it. And then we'll do some deadlifts. And then mostly we'll focus on PT. Oh, rack, don't do that. I need more plates on this thing. Where's Gamer Dad? What's the name of this track? I can't remember. I can check. I know, I want a Campbell Soup sponsorship. That'd be so great. This is the Genie Race. Oh my God, the Genie Race. All right, I'm gonna put my little heel wedgies out for my squats. Because they've been feeling good, but this gives me a little extra range of motion. Ugh. Yeah, I haven't worked out in like a week. I've been sleeping a lot better, aside from my horrible nightmares last night. I know I mentioned that. Oh, nothing like a dream where you're like getting put on trial for a bunch of murders you don't remember committing. And then you're like, but this has to be a dream. There's like no way, but you like aren't waking up. And everyone's like, it's not a dream, you're just a bad person, we hate you. You're going to jail for life. The sentence for this is 560 years. And you're like, that's so unnecessary. There's no way I'm gonna live that long. Where are we? Why are there so many people in this RV? Or whatever, it's weird. I stopped counting, I'll just do 2 more. With my little knee cracking. This is gonna seem crazy. It's warm enough, I'm gonna like actually crack the window, not just for the light. Because I'm already getting warm. Which is good. Just a little one. Just a little one. Okay. No, one of them was a baby in this dream. It was a really bad dream. It was like a baby and their dad and then somebody else. I don't know. Do you all just have dreams that are completely perfectly related to your life? Because mine apparently, hopefully are not. It's really scary. Sorry, this is like dark. But it's not real. It was a dream. Don't worry. It was very upsetting. You wake up and you're like, oh my God. Fuck brain. Come on. Stop moving, rack. I don't like that. It's making me go more slowly though. So it feels nice and hard today, which is good. Nah, we don't need a dream interpretation book on that. I think it's just generally fucked up for no reason. Blood Princess, when are you streaming next? Granted, my dreams are about running from giant bugs half the time. Yes. Yes. All right. That's fine, Kaylin. You do whatever you want. Oh, It's fine. It's got like 200 pounds on it and it's pretty heavy. It just wants to tip a little bit. Back to working legs. I hope you have a really good day. I'm excited to hang out this week. But yeah, for everybody who's in the Discord, if you're a Fallout 76 player, at least for a few weeks, I'm traveling a little bit in March and beyond, but we're gonna be doing some Fallout 76 dailies on Tuesdays, coming out even if you're not playing Fallout 76, it's just off air, casual, trying to designate, I think I said like 7 p.m. to 8:30 Eastern to try to get as many people from different time zones as possible. Do the best I can. You can always run after I'm done. Oh, I didn't do my drop downs. Hilarious. I was like, I missed something. Too late. I'm gonna get a hair tie. Be right back. BRB. Way sweaty. All the All right, let's put this bitch up. All right, it's good. We'll hydrate too. Okay. Mika and the Witch's Mountain. Tomorrow probably. Okay. Awesome! Everybody make sure you're following Blood Princess. If one of the million mods wants to give BP a shout out, please do while I hydrate. Mika and the Witch's Mountain, what's it about? Squidward, what a weird thing to say. Will somebody pin that or something and send it to me so I can put in the quotes? It's like the weirdest thing I've ever heard. Yeah, I don't know, it still just feels weird. It's a super weird thing to say. There we go. Good, we're doing great. We're mature. Just seems, everything in your tone, remember, anything you write, we all read as kind of pervy. It's not just like, I want to see a full bladder. Let's make sure you're hydrated, queen. It's like, I want to see a full bladder. Sounds hot. It's early, but we know it's not too early for you. We know it's not. Yeah. Okay, last set. I'm trying to get that good stretch here. So this different than this, right? Body's still active, but a little bit of shoulder rotation. As long as I'm dense. I like this one. Yay. Boop. Sneaky little dance move. Okay. So I have squats, deadlifts, and then PT, which we'll blitz through. Squidward, that sounds nice. Were you just working late or were you running around making the world a better place? Yeah, just stay in the bed. See, Taliscan gets it. Okay. Wah, wah. Okay. Plenty challenging at the end. Okay. I'm gonna start with 95 for my, that's not what I'm trying to do. Here we go. For my deadlifts. Started at 65 last week and that was way too easy. The heel wedges, yeah, they're specifically to help because, here, I'll do a little explanation of these guys quick. So, based on the proportions of your anatomy, if you've got a bar on your back or even a dumbbell in the front doing a squat, you may get into this position a lot sooner, whether you've got what we call linchpins or tight area in the ankle, knee, or hip are the three primary places. Also for people who are, assigned female at birth, have uteruses, we tend to be a little bit proportionate, a little more leg proportionate as opposed to being more split evenly between torso and lower body. So if you stick your hand into your waist here and then go right here above your knee, that's how long, that's like how much of my body is my femur. So if we just think mathematically around the angles of squatting a little more upright, if I have tight hips, knees, or ankles, I'm gonna be a little inclined to tip forward just as my hips try to find where they can be in space where I'm balanced with the knee. So what these do, whether it's the ankle, knee, or hip, these give most people access to greater range of motion. They're also useful for a lot of random exercises, but primarily I use them for squats. So we go from being here, flat-footed. Mine's gotten a lot better recently, but I know I have tight ankles, so that's part of it. But we go from being here, we start to get a little bit of the wink underneath with the tailbone at the bottom versus here, and this is like mimics my stance pretty well. Gets me a lot more flat out and back. Yeah, so here, a little bit of a dip underneath. This I can keep a little bit nicer angle, tailbone back, and you still get to apply even pressure to the floor. And that's where things like, because I see people and I use a plate occasionally, I'll pop my heels up on one to create that angle, but you don't have constant surface contact, which diminishes your ability to generate force upward. So we love them, they're super handy. This is gonna be a weird trick that I use them for. It doesn't mean you have to touch where you had your feet, just wash them afterwards. For people that have sensitive wrists or being at a 90-degree wrist angle isn't comfortable, you can use these to back off. You can put them on the front like so. So I have a little bit more of an open, like a less flexed wrist, but I can still create contact for planks, etc. It also gives you something to kind of grab around. I've done that with kettlebells as well, but very, very handy. You'll also see them for for random stuff where we're trying to get like deep into ankle positions or like the inverse of that. Sorry, that's a little weird. You'll more commonly see it like this. Sorry, setting that up weird. But again, gives me a little bit of access to that knees over toes. Don't mind me while I do dumb weird shit that's backwards. I will say 100 good things and then one that's like kind of weird. I'm sure I do, Kaylin. But yeah, I'm gonna charge. Also, because I need to know full, I'm not just gonna like willy-nilly give somebody advice without more backstory. You can give me more info if you'd like, and I can give a couple pointers. It just really is it matters, that's a good reason to do it. But also, aesthetics usually only get us so far. And if we hyper focus on one part of our body, especially one that, like having nice forearms is like a nice thing. We all like that, and aesthetics are important, but we have to think also about training our life kind of in seasons. So picking up like a certain focus for a few months and then letting that kind of recover and relax while we pick up another focus. There are a lot of things that get forearms stronger, but I'm not gonna like say anything specific until I have more injury history and experience level. All right, swap out. Farmer's carries are generally a good one for just about everybody. We think about grip strength being really related to forearm strength. So that's an easy one, usually pretty safe for most people. But, all this comes with a grain of salt. If you've got injury history or, carpal tunnel or things that we have to be considerate of, even like elbow or shoulder issues, since this is all really connected. Yeah. All right. Okay. Oh, I know, Granny, aren't these fun? Although, I don't know if you can see it, but like this fucking, that elastic is not fucking around. Not even close. Like, I have to like loosen them up a little bit. But yeah, they're great. Because they're great for like the wobbles. That's my favorite. You know, what's the point if we can't have a little jiggle? Granny, I hope you're having a good day. Night Templar, you have that like upper mid back shit, right? Yeah. That stuff's tough. Like I said, blood flow, deep breathing exercises can be really helpful for stuff like that. Because those areas where we just hold tension, like there's only so many stretches that I can give you that will help that actually start to loosen up. Especially if it's just an area where we hold tension. Like if you're not doing a specific task that's creating that muscle tightness, then it's, from my experience, more likely to be just an area where your body wants to tense up. So we look at, I know like, maybe I've shown you these before. Sorry, it won't be a great angle, but I'm in a 90-degree arm against the wall, elbow about shoulder height, and I am trying to create even pressure from my elbow up through the palms, the back of my hands, and pushing evenly. I'm not super far away, so, okay, we'll have an imaginary wall here, so I'm not leaning into it. I'm standing basically in front of it, and you're going to create pressure against the wall for 5 breaths. Again, this is one I don't feel super uncomfortable giving people because this is like a pretty safe position to do, and never do anything that causes pain. If you have pain, don't push through it. You know, if you don't know how to solve it yourself, ask an expert. But holding for 5 full cycles of breath in and out and creating even pressure here will radiate. You'll feel things working between your scapula, because often the issue when we have a tense area isn't that you need to stretch it, because it's able to contract, but like stretch, it's not gonna like actually relax through stretching typically, because that's another form of kind of expanded tension. Sometimes it helps, but often what we need is activation intentionally and relaxation intentionally. And if you can create the activation, then your body's more likely to reciprocally respond with the relaxation. That's a lot of head and neck and upper back stuff. Not exclusively, and if there's a stretch that feels good, do it. Like, again, if it feels good, typically pretty okay. All right, let me deadlift for a minute here, because I'll never get to painting if I just talk. We know, Cash. But yeah, Night Templar, it's really tough though. Like, and you know, those are just things I would give you if you were hanging out here with me, just to see what helped. A lot of it is just, what do I do? Like, is there a recurring pattern in my life? Did something change? Did my sleep position change? Did my mattress change? Am I sitting more? Am I moving more? Do I have life stressors? Am I hydrating less? Eating a new food? Did something shift? Or has this been a long-term thing? And so we look at like, okay, if it's been a long-term thing, it might just be physiological. It might just be kind of how your body carries itself. It's just in response to activity. So we look for some ways to, in the same way that we, hopefully see a therapist and change our frame of mind around thinking about ourselves and the world we interact with. If we have negative things we have to overcome, our bodies also keep the score and respond to things in not always healthy and productive ways, because it's trying to safeguard itself against things. So everyone deals with this, is all I mean. That's all I mean. Also, did you know that back issues are the #1 predictor? Back pain is the #1 predictor of depression. Very chicken and egg situation, but if you have back pain, it's like 80% likely that you also have depression. Which caused which, and how much they play into each other is personal, but it's one of those crazy corollary things that's like, oh shit, who did I just say hi to? BP! So your chiropractor is changing things in ways I wasn't expecting. That's really cool. A good chiropractor can like make your life amazing. Again, Night Templar, like what causes what? Or do they just both emerge together? I know a lot of people love their chiropractors. I'm sure I would enjoy it too. I think I still have a little bit like I think it would feel good, but it scares me a little bit. I would want to definitely go based on recommendations from somebody. Oh yeah, I'm trying to break in my strap. I'm not gonna worry about the straps today. We'll get those working another day. Gorgeous. That actually feels like good weight today. Just with everything that's been going on. Trying to fix minor issues. Fix it when it whispers, so you're not doing damage control when it's screaming. That's, yeah. Does your, for people that have seen chiropractors, who they've really enjoyed, do chiropractors also give you a lot of things to do, like the same way when you see a PT, they give you like, do these 3 exercises 3 times a week or whatever. Yeah, because I've known some really questionable, I've known some people that have gotten seriously injured by chiropractors. That's one of the only things where, like, if you have one that you like, I think it's kind of like a therapist. Like a really bad therapist can really fuck you up, but a really good one is obviously like amazing. And I think it's just going to be very, very based around what you need and what their credentials and style is like. And also I would say, as with anything, how dogmatic they are, how convinced they are that what they're doing will fix you, as opposed to looking at all the different factors. Because that's, anytime someone's got a, like, this is the one thing that'll fix everything, it's like the biggest red flag in the industry. Aside from just being a dick, you know? I'm glad you saw a decent one, Cash. Justin, do some physical therapy is cool. Yeah, perfect. Perfect, yeah, Granny too, good. That's just, again, because I've never seen one. The way my clients talk about it, they're always like, oh yeah, I went and got adjusted, feeling better, but they don't really tell me anything else. So that doesn't mean that they aren't having other things they're supposed to be doing. And I kind of forgot to pry. That's like on me. So, yeah. Periods with massage, amazing. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, set 2. I'm gonna not rest a super long time because this isn't crazy heavy. Yeah, maybe another 30 seconds. Water massage table is nice. Bar, get back here. Why are you trying to run away from me? Are you scared? Don't be scared. I'm gonna be nice and shaky after today, I think. From the fucking CPR training. 2 minutes is a lot of CPR. Make sure you have a buddy to switch off with. Okay. Wait, what music is this? Shit. Oh, Donkey Kong Country. Oh, cute, okay. How long is this playlist? Oh, it's not very long. Let's go back to the video game bangers. It's gonna be a little abrupt to my bed, but you know, that's how I do. That's a good vibe though. Yeah, I think YouTube doesn't love this. It gets like a copy, but it doesn't get, I'm not monetizing anything right now anyway. Later, I'll be worried about it. Right now, no. Here, can you see what I'm doing okay? Kind of looks like it, yeah. Camera and stuff will get adjusted as soon as the garage expands. Blessing Ranger, good morning. Barely good morning, nice. Probably good morning, probably morning where you are. You snuck it in just in time for me. The tornado sirens test run at this time on Tuesdays. So if you hear a weird buzzing sound, that's all it is. It should just go on for like 15 minutes or something. It's not too bad. It is bad enough that anytime I was always like coming back from work, you know, I'd get in at like 6 or 7, work for a few hours, and then be trying to take a nap right now from like anywhere between 10 and 1 because I was exhausted for numerous reasons. And I like naps, sue me. And I'd be like, oh shit, it's Tuesday. Tornado sirens would go off and I'd be like, all right, never mind. I do have the window open too. I know, run. This is not a drill. Yes, it is. It's very nice out. I've never seen, I think they do like once a week for a while as it gets towards the season, because like, which is kind of varied, but March, April, May, like basically all summer on and off, we had them last year. It was very stressful. I didn't ever get to see, the sky turns super weird colors. I didn't get to see the like iconic look, because there's like, it turns this like green that is like fucking Aurora Borealis green, where everyone's like, what the fuck? But it would get like really deep purple blue green. And you can just kind of tell, like you get really used to just the feeling of like, oh, this is the kind of weather where a tornado kicks off. Cause there's just like, I don't know, you can like feel the weird electricity in the air, and like the humidity's all weird and the air is all, it's just weird. You can like smell it. But I'm good, Busty Ranger, how are you? As of last week, I'm no longer working at the gym I was at in town for good reasons. We like left on really good terms because I've had my foot out the door for a little bit and was wanting to pursue my opportunities online. So yeah, feeling really excited about it and very happy to leave when things were good, because you'll all be shocked to know that I was a bit of a wild card employee for a number of reasons when I was still drinking. And I've been fired from most jobs. So although this one was very like, hey Claire, I think this isn't working out. And I was like, I see you. I was like, I'll bounce. It was very much, they were like, okay, I think we gotta, and I was just like, take a breath. I was like, I'm totally happy to like, I've been kind of coasting a little bit. Not that I've been working really hard. I know I said that earlier, but I was like, there were ways that I was like not doing the kind of job I wanted to be doing because of just timing. Like driving across town 2 times a day was getting really, really, really draining. But they're great. I would go work there again anytime and recommend it to anybody to train there or to work there. It's amazing. So yeah, so we're like 10,000% less stressed because I have way less driving to do. Because driving and being places is actually, it's gotten way better, but all of my PTSD around my heart surgeries kicked off in a car. Like my most acute panic attack, like dissociative episode where I like lost my memory for 4 hours. It's the whole story. Happened while I was driving. And ever since then, in 2013, it's been a real fucking journey getting me back to driving comfortably. So 13 years later, as of last year I drove up when I went to get my Desperado Club tattoo and my Pink Arm Bandit bear. I drove 3.5 hours, 3 hours and 40 minutes to Fort Wayne, Indiana by myself and back, and met a friend up there. But that's the farthest I've driven by myself since the surgery, and it like went great, no panic issues and stuff. So, but I would say that like largely having to drive a lot is still sort of like a low-key stressor for me because there's a lot of unpredictable factors. So just kind of taking that out of the picture is great, because I like to drive to go places if I'm like not feeling like I have to all the time. And that's just something that's a better fit for me personally. And I worked there for 3 years, and like that first year there, you know, I was doing everything that kind of works there if you're going to build a career there, which is to, you work a lot in person and there is an upper limit, and it was good money, but I want to make more money if I'm being blunt. So I want to make more money with less driving. And I think just, again, I'm so grateful for the entire experience and everyone there. So I don't mean this to sound shitty at all, because I know there are still other opportunities with people there, but I think I kind of got what I needed to launch the next chapter in my career. Granny knows. And like, again, seriously, night and day with this job, with all of that past stuff. But also like, you go through your life undiagnosed with ADHD, untreated, not understanding your depression, anxiety, fucking alcoholism like crazy, get a hefty dose of PTSD there in the middle. It's like, I don't really know why I expected myself to function. That's like that was not how it should. I needed a lot more treatment for things earlier. But you don't know that until you get there, and you like the desperation to like function and be there for people that I felt so often at my own expense was really hard. And I like, this job was not my identity. It was a place I worked that I loved with people I love. It reaffirms my identity and belief in myself and my own success to move on from somewhere like that on good terms. And, you know, if I'm getting fired, I'm getting fired upward at least. I don't care. And that doesn't feel like what happened. So no matter what. Oh God, Granny, I'm sure I was fine. It makes me cringe though. Not with as much shame as it used to. All right, last set of deadlifts, then we're gonna do PT, and then, what time is it? Oh yeah, noon. Okay, I have like an hour. So I'll be able to paint for like half an hour, I think, and we can hang out in group. But change is good. Change is good even when it's scary. And I just no matter what the circumstances, I feel so much less stressed. It's kind of crazy. But less stress is good. A little off center, yes. I felt a little off center. Oh, that lock-in wasn't very good. We're not locked in. That's better. Okay, gorgeous. 5 a.m. Buzzy Ranger. 6 hours of sleep, still pretty good. Going to bed that late. What were you doing up till 5? What were you doing up till 5? That sounds like it could be either really fun or really stressful and annoying. I can't tell yet. Ba-doop. Again, I'm proud of your 6 hours of sleep on that somehow. That's great. Not ideal though. Oh God. Well, you're welcome to share here, Granny, if you want, but I don't even know that person anymore. That was a time in my life when I was at my most dysfunctional and traumatized, and yeah, that was a really, really rough time for me. I hope it wasn't. It's never as bad as you think it was, you know? But living in it, I'm like, oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus, Claire. You can't drink that much. You can't do it. It's not good for you or anyone around you. But we try to move on and release ourselves from shame, because none of this shit matters in a good way. And the only way we get better is to make mistakes and reflect in a nice way. Not so we doubt ourselves, just nicely. Okay, I think this will be pretty good setup. Oh God. Oh, I did like talking about those things. That's good. Okay, that's nicer than I remember. It's very personal. I'm sure my opinions on it have changed slightly as I've gotten older. But again, what do I always say? What works for you is good. You know, we like our individual understandings and abilities. It's important. All right, let me get this little record player that's fried to use for my sit-to-stands. Really a good setup. Oh yeah, I'm a little shaky. Just a little bit. Okay, so I've got, yeah, pro and lateral raise. Great. Let me go get my soup cans, hold on. I do think I might need them today. We'll see, I can at least. I was like, I really wanted tomato soup. I was like, yeah. Oh yeah, because you've been through a ton with that. That's right. How could I forget? I'm gonna scooch all the way down. And this will work okay. Why don't I just move the camera down? Why am I like this? Heaven forbid we move our tech. Okay. Yeah. I know, it seems like things are a lot better now in like every way for you, Granny. Which is good. Well, you know, community is important. The Colts take it a little far sometimes. Maybe all the time. Chest and triceps today, awesome. Body's weird. If I don't go to bed by 3 a.m., I usually don't sleep at all. Played heavy reading Xbox game. Nice. What were you playing? That sounds cool. Yeah, tell me about your chest and tricep day too. And sorry if you're getting a little bit of double up on the music because I have the TV on, but I don't like having my earbuds in all the time. I have yet to find an earbud that I find truly comfortable. They all kind of give me headaches after a while. Oh, I have my, okay. So I'm gonna have rear foot elevated, bear plank holds, high hips. So these will start to imitate a little more of a, like a handstand kind of thing, which I've never done. So I'm not gonna actually be doing that, but we're gonna be up high with hands below, kind of for as long as I can. So enjoy the weird breathing. Just kind of waiting until I can't breathe. That's the move. I know, it's great. I know, it makes me so happy, and I'm so happy that you're here. It's like so fun the way that things re-intertwine, you know? It's great. Okay. Soup cans, soup can prone, lateral raises, and then I've got wall presses and sit to stands. It'll go pretty fast. Okay. And this we're doing with a lateral lift, a little bit of a armpit forward with a hold to try to stabilize and use the rear delt a lot more. You'll notice I get shaky really fast. I mean, these are hard. Yeah. Challenging. Super my comrades. I love that I was on your For You page too. Oh my God. I mean, I'm sure it's like the algorithm knows we know each other or something, but still. Recovery strength training day, only 3 sets. Overstressing nervous system. Nice. Awesome. Blessing Rachel, you have such, like, your programming all sounds so fucking dope. Killing it. Okay, I'm gonna go do my weird tricep pressures, whatever. Closed fist, elbow a little bit low, below the shoulder. Drive away from the wall, 10 per side. Similar to the soup can business, weirdly a lot harder than it looks. And very, very head of the tricep, rear delt connecting. Zeke's barking. Oh my God. What? He sounds so fierce, so ferocious when he barks. He's really not that ferocious. He's really not. And it's probably kind of weird to see this on a, well, it's okay to have pushing mechanics on a squat pull day. This is just like, I need to do my PT at least twice a week. So I have it on both days. This is just a really PT heavy month. I did also pay $100 to get like 4 programs from somebody who's like a twerking expert. So I'm probably not gonna do those on stream because I'm sure they have copyrighted music in them, but I'm excited for that. And I wanna have room to do my, this side's a little ouchy actually, that's interesting. Wanna have room to do my kettlebell stuff, which is like 2 hours once a week, which I'll be doing today, and I'll be taking it easy. I'll be doing a lot of stuff just like body weight, you know. We're not gonna be crazy, but yeah, I actually don't think I need, I'm gonna scooch the mat up a little bit because I don't actually like it for my palms and I don't need it for my legs. Okay, Yeah, soup cans. I know. You don't think you got a full gym at your house? You got soup cans and you're pretty set? We can do some weird things. Blood Princess, have a great day at work. I hope it goes well. I know sometimes the algorithm leads us right, you know? Mock agility trial this weekend. Oh my God. Please keep me posted on that. What's that going to entail? What are you doing? You also can use like a plastic bag and put a bunch of random stuff in it. You don't have to know the exact weight. You can do single arm farmer's carries, or you can, you know, pick up some cinder blocks or whatever. Stop counting. We're gonna get down to bench height quick as I wobble. Damn! Single leg stuff will fuck you up. Side not as steady. Cats are like 8 to 12 pounds, true. Yes, recovering from injuries takes a lot of, you know, energy. Oh yes, Buzzing Ranger, thank you. Yes, M-Dog is awesome. M-Dog is somebody I met in like a little cute, very earnest, like follow Discord for people trying to get affiliated during COVID. I met a bunch of people there actually who were great. And we were all just like, I'll come work on you and I'll follow you. And like, I know sometimes that's, you know, some people might think that's a little sketchy in some ways, but also like, whatever. Twitch follows are free. I'll fucking follow anybody, who cares? Still doesn't mean, you know, doesn't mean, if you want to affiliate, it just helps most people like write stuff off and stuff too. But she's like, the couple of people that I met there are like fucking homies now. Doodle knows the can't. Okay, no, she can choose not to participate. So we have an official nice. Well, Doodle's wise. These are good boundaries. Jumps, teeter-totter, A-frame, and tunnels. Oh my God, please share some pictures. I don't know if you're in the Discord, but if you get pictures or video, I'd love to see. I hope it goes great. Oh my God, that's so awesome. Let me grab some water. Cute. I feel like Zeke would really like doing that. I know he's a little old, but some of them I think just, you know, they like to have a job to do. Cute that she's like, I don't have to be here. Okay. Oh yeah, Buzzing Ranger, we're also already planning to do another one. There's a couple people scheming on some snacks for me. And I feel like I have to up my game too. Gotta, you know, we have some good stuff here. I would at least be able to find some cool local stuff to like Kentucky, which I'll do a little more next time. This first time I was like, gonna send some of the big stuff, but next round I would do more. Like there's probably some weird shit from Oregon that I would have my mom send me. You know, a couple things that are like a little more personal. Yes. We'll try for official competitions. Okay. 10, okay. You just get to go explore and find out. I love that. She decides she doesn't want to. That's great. I respect this. No, it was a complete sentence. We were just talking about that. Once you can't breathe, you stop. Okay, yep, that's good. Those are hard. Okay, that's great. I'm very excited for you guys. That's gonna be cute. It's gonna be such a nice scene too. Just like, what a fun thing to go do with people. I love that. All right, next out of 10 here. Yeah, I'm taking a little bit of a rest between the rounds, but nice. Thank you, Soup. soup. I respect when she decides she's done. Her spot we stand in, okay. She'll just go back to her spot. This is so cute. She's like, I'm done. It's my spot. It's very relaxed. Okay, I'm gonna start on the right side because it was being a little sticky. This elbow is the one that gets ouchy. It's my mouse hand. I mean, this absolutely fucking works. Jesus. Burn, burn, burn. I'm trying to put my hand in the little spot that's in between all my pencil so that, let's go here. So I don't smudge it too much, just because they'll be clean up after I paint. Woo! Burn! Burn, burn, burn. I'm really close to being able to go down a couple inches here, but it still feels challenging, and I think if I dropped at all today, it would be too much, but I have like the TV mount boxes up there are looking at me like they might be the next natural progression. When in doubt, it's a little easy. You can always just go slower. It'll get plenty hard. Just knock him out of the tunnel. Oh, yeah, you have to have a good sense of humor. That's great. Funny. These require just enough focus. Ooh, try to lock in. The tunnel is safe. I'm in my tunnel. That's so cute though. I really hope you share some photos and stuff. That'll be great. Good shit. Let me grab a drink of water. I'm just jamming and zoning out, thinking. It's gonna happen sometimes. Sometimes I think. Shocker. Okay. Gorgeous. Last set of these. Then I just have vestibular exercises to do. And then I think we can get the blood stuff started. Yeah, I think we can do it. I got some brushes. I think it'll be like some, fine tip one, whatever, for more detailed work. I think that'll be nice. We'll chill and do that for a little bit. The dog rocket. I know, because they go in and they go whooshoo, and I watched a video, they have like cameras in them and it all goes like, wah. She just goes in and is like, I nest now. The irony will be if she doesn't like to crate. Like, no, I just like the tunnel. You can put me in a tunnel. Talscan, I think about dog agility, and then like the couple of times I've watched like cat shows where they're doing like circus acts, and I'm just like, I don't know who these cats are that are complying. It's crazy. My cats will come if you like pat on something, or if you do the little like hands, they'll come over and get pets. But I do not think they could be persuaded to do that on any real consistent scale. Dogs are so good about that. last one. Get out of here. Okay. Oh, that's enough. That's enough of that. Soup can victory. They're so cute. I love your cats. They're so funny. They were in your house just like ours were in our house. Oh boy. Soup cans are getting me. Yay! Please do. Share the doodle. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen a picture of her. Yeah, Campbell's Progresso. Yeah, both good. I feel like because Campbell's is really good to add to like crock pot high protein things that are like very personal trainer coated. And then Progresso has a bunch of like high protein, high fiber stuff now. They're both like, you're putting protein in everything. It doesn't have to. I'll also just take regular tomato soup because, you know, not everything has to have protein in it. Also, don't listen to this current administration on their weird shit about fiber. And also just being shitty as fuck to people in general. I know we're shocked. I'll talk more about that another time probably, but the maintenance phase episode on it, it's not main feed, unfortunately, about like the new food pyramid. They'll probably do a main feed on just like an update. But like if you go to like, what is it? Healthcare, whatever, food, whatever, gov, I don't fucking remember. Whatever, where the food shit is. They have weird statistics which they talk about in maintenance phase that are like 90% of healthcare goes to treating chronic diseases. And I'm like, yeah, it's fucking healthcare. Chronic diseases include everything from, you know, different types of diabetes to anxiety and depression, to fibromyalgia, to IBS. Like, yeah, I'm shocked and appalled that my healthcare spending goes to treating healthcare issues. Fucking crazy. Like that shit is just straight up fucking propaganda. And like, I know we have other things that fall under that umbrella of healthcare that are like, also, I don't think that statistic is accurate. Like they might be counting it weird. Just fucking call all that shit into question. Also, honestly, pretty good frame of reference for like a lot of statistics, just to be like, what is this? Tell me more about this. It's like a good way to think about it. But it's just, they're so just like fucking body phobic and shitty and horrible to fat people and horrible to people of color and horrible to women and just like everything, all the above. It's just like the worst of the worst. I would say that the food pyramid itself is not insane. It's fine. I know I talked about this recently. It's fine. Whatever. Nobody fucking pays attention to it anyways. Who gives a shit? Just me, just out here with my maintenance phase being like, the fuck is this? But a lot of the statistics there are like that, where it's like, oh, shock. What? The healthcare spending is being spent on healthcare? But whoa, freak out. We got to get that number lower. Is that what you're telling me? Do you think we're going to have, is this the way, is shouting about it here and making us a new fucking little food pyramid? Does that treat anything chronic? Does that help anybody? No. Because they don't actually care, because it's all just propaganda and bullshit. It's all just a bunch of fucking bullshit. And those are my very, very subtle opinions. I don't know all the ways to help people. I certainly don't. But I would fucking listen and try, as opposed to being shitty and use bad science. I would try to use good science. You know, and recognize if the good science had flaws and be like, oh, well, this isn't good. Maybe we should do some more studies. Okay, I can't wait to see this photo. Let me check it right now. All beef, no fiber. Yeah, fucking hell. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, good. I got a good message from somebody. It is one of my favorite things ever if a client is like, I just went to the doctor and all of my markers are better, and I'm like, yay. Pets and cuteness, let's see. She's so cute. Oh my God, with her little bow at the way. Oh my God. She's beautiful. Yay. Also this cake. Oh, she's on the cake. Everyone has to join the Discord to see these. I'm not gonna show you. That cake is gorgeous. Oh, look at her. You guys. Oh, also lemon blueberry. Yeah. Oh yeah, because they did for the other ones too. So I did hear that theory that the dairy and beef industries lobby for the new food pyramid because they have since the food pyramid. That was the whole thing. They considered making the food pyramid because there is a main feed food pyramid episode of Maintenance Phase that's outstanding. That's from a few years ago before all this bullshit. And they talk about, yeah, they originally were like, should we make this? Should we recommend that people are vegetarian? Because especially back then, my brain just farted. Like unsaturated fats were like, were king, right? It was like, oh, we can't have butter and lard and meat fats will give you, you know, cardiovascular issues. It's like, there's some weird shit around that. So like, that's not cut and dry either. Like that's okay. But it was very like, you know, more like vegetable oils and plant-based things. And so they, you know, they were like, well, the health indicators say that like, you know, the Mediterranean diet and vegetarian diets have like lowest rates of cardiovascular issues and heart disease and all that. And the meat and dairy industry were like, fucking absolutely not. I know a lot of dairy is vegetarian, but even then they were like, no. People might still think this is animal product because it is and be weird about it. It's the whole thing. Yeah. So just don't pay attention to the food pyramid is I think a good advice because it's just a lobbying platform, which a lot of things are, you know? And there can be like good distributions of information that are still kind of propaganda-ish, right? Like tell me good things the government's doing. If it's doing good stuff, like that's fine. Be like, we saved a bunch of forests or cleaned up this river or like gave this school stuff it needed. Like you can fucking shout at me about that shit for sure. But don't be like, all the fat people are ruining everything. It's like, I like fat people. I like all people, unless you suck. Why are we being so mean to everybody? This doesn't help anyone, just makes you feel better. And guess what, you mean fucking stupid, horrible, conservative Republican assholes in charge? You're all gonna fucking die someday too. And you could fucking go out like this, leaving everything behind and leave me a legacy of fucking horrible, weird, mean shit that harms people. Or you can be nice. And you know what? That's actually allowed and good. Yeah, you know, just saying, it's never too late. It's never too late until you're dead. And then it's too late and we'll all just hate you from beyond the grave. Yeah, basically cash. But we also know there's gray area in everything, okay? Like there are big companies that do good stuff. They just also probably do some bad stuff. And it might be more bad stuff, but I'm never gonna unilaterally say something is evil. If somebody does something good, and I'll be like, that was good. Let's work on the rest of this though, okay? I'm a very forgiving person. I just don't seem like it. Because I can hold a grudge with the best of them. Okay, I'm tired, let's paint. Haunting all of your asses. You fucking, yeah, try to fucking haunt this house, Mitch McConnell. Yikes. That'll be funnier in like 6 months. Dark joke. Sorry, living person who has huge power and privilege, my bad. With like huge opportunity to like impact a lot of people and like make their lives better. Sorry that I made a fucked up joke about you. You prick. Cash, someone's gotta do it. And I agree. I just, I in no way am trying to side with big businesses. Don't get me wrong. I just know if I'm, this is one of the things that I do see, like it's, you know, the right is always like, everything the left is doing is bad, and they freak the fuck out and they act crazy. And I'm just like, look, I think like most of what you guys are doing is bad. But if one of your senators votes correctly, I'm like, oh good, there's something. I'll never be like, you fucking die. Like maybe I should, maybe, but like I think there's a good level of hostility balanced with reckoning with the fact that none of us are perfect. right? But my standards are fucking high, don't get me wrong. Doesn't mean I'm gonna fucking vote for your ass. It just means that I'll be like, oh, that was a good choice, thank you. Thank you for having a fucking shred of decency for once in your fucking life. You know, that's good. Okay. Hey, I fucking live here, man. Do I look like I'm getting ready to go be a traveling salesman? Do we love that? Let me put this record player away. My broken record player that is now officially being repurposed as a fabulous sit-to-stand assist. All right. Good workout, everybody. We're done with that. I'm gonna close that little screen. I know. Vault-Tec calling. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of the text and that. Good. All right, and I'll do my best to stay caught up on chat. I'm gonna take my shirt off. Don't get too excited. I just don't want to get paint on it. I don't want to get paint on these pants either, but I'm also sweaty. Yeah, that shit'll get you sweaty. Yeah. Uh-oh. It just got spicy. Spicy in the garage. I know this is what everybody shows up for. Totally. Okay, let's paint. Let's just do it. The other thing I'm gonna do, I might have to move some stuff around because I want to tape off where I'm gonna put my black stripe on the wall. I probably don't have time to do that today. And I'm gonna put the Diddy Kong Racing soundtrack back on. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Play again. It's my favorite, so I just like. Oh, Kaylin, I didn't see that you redeemed that, but like I gave this farmer's carries, sure, but also we go any deeper on me giving you advice, you have to pay me. I'm sorry. Everybody else is fine. you at least like you gotta pay me like $10. I'm not expecting a lot. I just need you to understand that. It's very important. Channel points are not actual currency for my professional purview. That's for, you know, life advice. I know that's harsh, but it's true. I'm trying to live in my truth, all right? Okay, gang, let's paint. Let's paint and listen to Diddy Kong Racing, like, and have the best little time. For this red that I got, this is our black. So I got black to do the stripe. This is the smallest container that they had. Red saffron, that'll be good. No, you all are fine. I just have to set boundaries with certain people sometimes. Gosh, you can ask for advice, it's okay. I know, Diddy Kong Racing is the best. All right, I'm not gonna use a tray or anything. I'm just gonna pop this open. And let's see. I got some brushes. I'll move the camera in a little closer, actually. That's gonna be a little janky to do, but. Okay, come with me, camera. Sorry for the noises. Sorry for the noises. Because I want you to be able to see a little bit of what's happening. Not a huge deal. It'll get more visible as we get, no, Cash. I'm good. I mean, unless you start reading a bunch of like black women theorists, then I'm in. But otherwise, maybe someone else will trade you on that though. Although I would say based on my Discord, you've given it away for free. Oh, monetize that shit, man. That's your currency. Make money. Verify color before applying. I will do so with my eyes. I'll verify with my eyes. Oh! Oh, you all want to verify with your eyes? Ooh! I picked it very impulsively, but I think it looks good. Okay. Now we're gonna try, I'm not gonna need paint on the floor, but. Okay, great. See, that sounds like a good trade. I just, you know, I had my degree for a while was in Western history. I got a lot of old white dude philosophy. So I'm interested in just anything that isn't that. Not that it's bad, I'm just tired of it. want other stuff, you know, because we got a lot of that. All right, gang, I'm just gonna kind of go in on this and just like see what we end up with. Let's see. And I'll be checking chat semi-regularly, but you all take good care of yourselves out there. And I don't need it to be perfect. I just want it to be good enough. And we know that, you know, this stuff is gonna look a little bit like I want it to look like paint. I'm not a master artist anyway, but I think we'll make it work. And we can do a couple coats, especially over the yellow. And I can do some other things to add detail as we need it. This has a little, these are shedding a tiny bit. This is just Diddy Kong Racing hangout time. Get excited. What I really should do is pull it up on my phone so that I have the flow of the paint to look at. I will do that here in a second. I've never done like a mural before, so bear with me while I figure out how it's gonna work for me. Where's my phone? So much has been done already. Look at that. A whole spot. A whole spot of the thing. Okay. Yeah, these are pretty smooth. I think just the outline of this is, I can try to get this one as precise as possible. Everything else gets to be a little more freeform and weird because it's gonna actually be blood splatter. This one we'll try to get nice and precise, which I'm realizing is kind of funny to do right after working out when I'm like a little shaky, which means I had a good workout, but yeah. I might need a finer tip brush, which I was not expecting. But I do think that I do. Come here. Break free. We're learning as we go, okay? So think. Come on. Oh yeah. Where are my scissors? Right here. I need to snip off this little tiny, there's like a little extra one. Okay. These scissors are feeling sad after the duct tape incident. And again, we'll do two. Try to get the first one on today. Of this guy. Section. We can clean stuff up later. We can add a little bit of yellow in spots for detail, cover up if we need to. I also figured this would give me a chance to see how fucking long this was gonna take. So it's gonna take a little while. Be fun when I get to do the blood splatter though. We'll have a little bit of a, I'll put a drop cloth down for that. This is what I was listening to while I was doing the outline. It's very relaxing for my brain. Good to work out to and to focus to. It really hits a good spot. Again, I have a lot of texture here that I don't love, but the second coat I think will have her solid. is so cute with all the different characters. I liked Tip Tuck, is that his name? What's the tiger's name? And then I played Pipsy the mouse a lot because she's fashed. That's who I did all my victories with. I honestly might have actually done like done everything with all the characters though. Just gonna put a little happy. Yes, meeting prep towel scan sounds good. Thank you, towel scan. Good luck with your meeting. That's where the real luck needs to go. I'm sure it'll go great. No, this isn't real work. I know this won't look as precise as if it was printed, but this is a lot cheaper. And I think it will still look pretty good. Probably needed slightly different brushes too, if I'm being very honest, but these will be okay, at least for today. My poor little triceps, just shaky enough to add an extra level of uncertainty. There's a Y. Pretty good. Pretty good. How's it look from far away? Pretty good. First coat, yeah. And I'm keeping an eye on the time. I will need to give myself some time to get food. Oh, I forgot to do my vestibular exercises. I got too excited to paint. It's fine. Let the ADHD flow, you know? This will definitely look funny partway done, but whatever. Partway done is still working towards being done, so I'm a fan. Those are actually separate from each other. Interesting. Well, the projector was pretty far back. I think I'll just combine them. Makes it a lot easier for me. So I was fighting a little blur to get it big enough, you know? For the kettlebell stuff though. I'm about to get real annoying with kettlebells again. It's one of my favorite ways to be annoying. Okay. Again, I don't know if it's perfect because it's supposed to be like a paintbrush style handwriting anyway, right? So I just want decently smooth. Final lap, final lap? Oh, no. That was final lap, just kidding. It's still just so nice and soothing. Whew, gotta get him off the knees. TTS redeem. I should. Night Templar, what's the best platform to use for that? For the text to speech. That'd be fun. It could be expensive. Or just for very particular situations. I still think that would be funny. I'll try to check in, but I'm gonna deal with me hyperfixating a little bit. A little bit. Oh, not bad, just see how much we can get done today. Okay, we got good jams. You can say whatever you want about me while my back is turned and I'll look at it and laugh. Could be worse, could be worse. This color is perfect. I'm feeling very good about it. It's like not the closest match to the Kill Bill red, but I thought it was gonna pair best with the yellow I have and the lighting I have. I'm feeling like I made a good choice around that, which is nice. This is what we do when we have a big transformation and transition, is we make a space truly our own. And this is how I do that. Also, I like this slogan. I'm very pleased with myself. I think it's very funny and very me and very on brand in a way that's very satisfying. No. You'd be perfect, paint. No, it doesn't have to be. Again, remembering, I'm not an expert. I'm not a painter. I'm just a wee baby artist. I have a small little vision, a little one. It comes through. I don't have my glasses on, so it's good for me to. AJ, hello. Yeah. They would be expensive, and by expensive I mean you'd have to use bits. Yeah. I know, AJ. This is not typical. They'd be like one of your French walls. French doors would have been a good joke. You guys are wild. I like these. I watched Titanic as a kid and didn't really like it. I wonder if I'd like it now. I know it's like a good movie. I just wasn't super into the whole deal. I'm not in it for the romance. Sometimes, but very specific situations. AJ, how's everything going? I will be back to check chat in just a second, I promise. Catch me up on you. What are you doing this fabulous Tuesday? Aside from jamming to Diddy Kong Racing with us. Okay, good. I'm caught up. Good. I love Hot Top Volcano. This is one of my favorites. Hot Top Volcano. Using a little bit of the brush sometimes. So thick that it runs. Okay. You, apostrophe. Wonderfully overcast. Do IRL stuff. Electric company. Adult things. To being a human. It's exhausting. I think I'm gonna get your done. And that's all I have time for. But that's gonna be good. What do we think about the legibility? I think it's pretty good. Yeah. I'm in my little plane. That's me being like, plane dance. I like this level a lot. It's really fun. There's dinosaurs. I like turtles. Level always better. All the level designs on these are great. The maps are all awesome. But, you know, the ones with the best music are always the most fun. And it's all good, but... Dun, 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 dun. Everybody who was there for the Vault-Tec gingerbread house is like, oh, we actually might be okay at this and not completely ruin it. We have enough mediocre artistic skill. Not completely budget out. Yeah, I really want to fucking play Diddy Kong Racing again. That sounds great. Maybe I'll put that as an extra life redeem. Get the emulator up, try to beat that whole game in one sitting. That'd be an endurance race for sure. I heard noises. Okay. Yeah. Whew. This is gonna take a little while. Hope everybody's excited for more painting streams. I'll do some of it off air. Maybe more tonight, but I want to chronicle some of it, you know. Give you a little peek behind the curtain. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, it's gonna look so good though. I'm really excited. Probably not the worst thing to do it in stages as well, because then it will fully dry in between certain areas so I can rest my hand on it as needed, and I think that's overall a good thing. Whew. He needs a walk now that the weather's nice before kettlebell stuff. I'll be like, why does that one girl have "your" on the wall behind her? I'm like, don't ask questions. Very important and secret. My entire Twitch community knows, but not you. And some of it's looking like up close a little bit imperfect, like, you know, less perfect than I want to see it because, well, I got like one little smudge here, but also because of the pencil. So when I erase the pencil, it'll be better. You can read it. That's great. Because, you know, I wanted it big enough, but I also know I can't have it dominate everything completely because I'm probably going to have stuff under here, and we're gonna hang stuff on that wall, drop the black stripe down, probably like right here, about a foot wide. The camera will usually be a little different, but I think it'll set things up really well. I'm hoping. Just committing to the bit. I'm doing what I can on my own, and then I will pay somebody to print the avatar. Because that would take so fucking long for me to paint properly, and it's just, no, we're gonna just get a wall decal. Some things you just buy. Woo. I love tasks like this though. You get to watch the progress be made in real time. It's a real treat. I mean that seriously. Why doing like puzzles are fun. Oh, got one little tiny baby little red stroop. Sorry, no, this isn't super exciting. Thanks for hanging out though. Again, I just mostly want this on film. It's gonna look really funny with just the ear. I accept that. That's all right. That's all right. Don't give my knees a break. Whew. It all feels more serious when it's got paint on it instead of pencil, you know? Almost done, gang. Almost done for the day. We'll go raid somebody. And I'll work on a little more painting on Thursday, wherever I stop between tonight and Wednesday. Because I'll have some time Wednesday during the day. You probably noticed if you're in the server that I'm streaming midday on Wednesday. I've got a thing at 7 p.m. that's pretty far away, so I didn't want to try to stream afterwards. Oopsies. And I have time during the day, so hang out with me, play some New Vegas. This tends to be my highest energy level point in the day, right before nap time. I'm very much like that worked for a long time. Training in person, having kind of the split shift thing when that was my main focus, which it was for a long time. I didn't start pursuing online stuff as a coach until last year, really, because I really like being in person. It worked great to come home, you know, for a few hours and catch a nap, get some food, let Zeke out, but it's also nice to do that without all the running around, because I'm happy to have like chill siesta time and then pick back up and work a little late, get up a little early. But we'll see. I have a lot of opportunity to set that up how I need to, and I know that's a really, really privileged thing. I will not take it for granted, and I will do my best to remember that this is not how most people get to live. You know, we got some hills to climb, but for the most part, I think it's going to be really good. Really good for my brain and my ability to heal and recover, which there's a lot of doing. Unfortunately, I've got a therapist I love, and I can do a little more on the front of this. I know I'll come back for like a full second coat, but I did this one a little bit light with the other brush. Just want to see what it starts to look like as it gets a little bit more over it. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Gorgeous. Yeah, I think that's looking nice, gang. I definitely will have enough paint. Nice, okay. Cool. We'll go back over all of it at another time. What I'll probably do is everything and then do it all again, and that's what we got. But look at that. You're done. Get it? All right, everybody, let's go raid somebody. Hopefully everybody's here for that. If you're not here for me, you're at least here for yourself and Diddy Kong Racing. So thanks, everybody. Let's go raid. Very exciting. Exciting stream. Painting stuff. Where are we headed? Oh, the glass cannon is on. Baylor. Marigold just started. I was thinking about raiding Marigold recently. There's a cute dog on camera, so we'll go there. Playing Dead by Daylight, and it's also Black History Month, so we'll go to Marigold because she's on team Black Girl Gamers, so we love that. I know, you're kind of set up well for some dumb jokes, just saying. But all right, thank you, everybody. Good workout. I'll be back on tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern for Fallout New Vegas, and I'll get some more painting done today. And love you all so much. Thank you for being here with me through this transitional phase. I'm not, you know, hopefully I'm nice about it. That's all we can ever hope. All right, everybody. Drawing asterisks on the Pokemon. Yes. It's like almost done. Asterisk. Shit. That's hard to move my hand around. Okay, bye, everybody. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Let's raid, let's raid, let's raid, let's raid, let's raid.